Hey guys, it's Lexi here. Just wanted to pop in before I run to the gym because what's the point of being an entrepreneur if you can't run to the gym during the middle of the day and wear your Lulus all day, every day? No point. But in all seriousness, I just want to talk to you about what to do when you have no idea how to get started. So a lot of beginner coaches have been approaching me and kind of saying that they feel like they're really stuck because they have no clue, what the first step they should take is. And I totally get it. I've been there before. I've been so overwhelmed and flustered and have had no clue where to start. So I have 3 tips for you guys. And the first one would be just to be okay with being clueless. So when first starting out, no one really knows what to do. And, that can be a pretty daunting place because we like to have the answers and often we feel inadequate or just downright stupid when we don't have a solution to our problems. But I'm really here to tell you that it's more than okay to not have a clear idea of where to start. What's not all right, though, is to beat yourself up over being clueless. It's definitely not cool, definitely not productive. If you're constantly beating yourself up, you're just going to experience a lot of self-doubt, which is just going to make you believe that you can't do whatever it is you've set out to do, which means you're not going to do it, which is not good, not productive, and not where you want to be. So what's also not all right is falling into the procrastination trap because you have no idea where to start. The fact of the matter is that you just got to start somewhere, and that first step is just maybe admitting that you don't have a clue what your first step is and just being okay with it. All right? It's like being okay with the fact that you might not have all the answers is the first step. And now we can start making shit happen. Perfect. Step number 2 is to get really honest with yourself. So what is it that you don't know? And before you go ahead and say oh my gosh, I don't know anything, and get really super overwhelmed, think about it. You know a lot of stuff. There are some things that you're just not sure of, and that's all right. So try to be specific. What are those things that you need help with? And what can you ask for help with? Is there someone out there who can point you in the right direction? My guess is that yes, there is definitely someone who you can get in touch with and who can help you out. So depending on, what you need help with or what questions you need answered, you could reach out to your family or your friends, or, if they're also clueless, there is this thing called the internet, which is super, super helpful. Facebook groups are incredible. There's one for everything under the sun these days. So whatever, it is that you need help with, search a term, and I'm sure you'll find a group that there will be people who have a lot of knowledge and can help you in that area. LinkedIn is also a great option for professionals. So I highly suggest, looking at those things to get in touch with some peeps who are going to be able to help you with what you desire to do. I would definitely suggest that you reach out to people who are either in the field of what you're doing or who are doing something that you can see yourself in. So that's an awesome option. So remember also that you're not going to get your questions answered unless you reach out. So you actually need to put yourself out there and ask for some advice in the first place. I know it can be scary, but if you don't take action, nothing's going to happen. And just remember that, we've all been in your shoes at some point, and even super accomplished people are getting advice on the reg. They have coaches, they have mentors, so, there's no shame in asking for a helping hand. And now the third thing is for you to figure out what you can do with what you have starting right now, today, in order to get closer to your goal. So make sure you have a really clear vision of your goal so you can keep that close to you while you're trying to determine what your next steps to take are. Awesome. So I want you to go and grab a pen and a paper, and I want you to start writing down any and all tasks you can do to help set you up for success. So write them all down, anything, just write. So whether that's something as small as Googling something you want to learn more about, or making a note to check out an online course you're interested in, purchasing a book on Amazon, or scheduling a time to have coffee with a mentor. Just write it down and write down everything and anything you can do to help further yourself today. And it's not about, next week I'll do this or next month. No, start now, put it in your calendar and get going. So like I said, putting it in your calendar and having a plan for how you're going to incorporate these different tasks into your daily routine is key. I know that if I don't write things down and put them in my calendar, it's just not going to happen. So make sure that you hold yourself accountable and you do what you have to do in order to set yourself up for serious success. So those are my tips for what to do when you have no idea how to get started. And if you have any other suggestions, I would love to hear them, so be sure to put them in the comments.